Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the Paean S1 electric skateboard and my thoughts on one of Paean's offerings. I will say my experience with the board was short-lived as I only had it for about 3 months. I believe it's important to highlight the pros and cons of the board for new riders coming into this rapidly emerging segment of transportation. Allow me to start off by saying that I purchased the board with my own money, and this review is completely honest as far as the experience I had with the company and its product. At the time, I wanted to see if I really wanted to get into riding a skateboard. The metropolitan transit system in my city isn't that great. It takes forever to get anywhere as it's rather slow. I do have a car, but was trying to be creative and save myself some gas money. I drive a Ford F-250, and at the time, gas was about $4 a gallon here in California. I drive around 30 minutes each way, and sometimes run errands in the truck carrying boxes in it, but not all the time. The total each week comes out to around $110 to $130 on fuel per week. I bought the board directly from the paeanboard.com website. At the time, they had a sale and the price of the board was $318.28, plus $59 for shipping. I figured the board would pay for itself in 1 month's time, so it made it a very reasonable amount to pay to get my feet wet, so to speak. And then, if I did like it, I would go on and buy something different and maybe something a little more high-end. I bought the board on the 7th of April 2019 and it arrived at my door on the 17th of April 2019 via FedEx. Upon receiving the board, there were immediate shortcomings, but I realized I hadn't bought a $14 boosted board, so I didn't fault it too much. One of the washers on the bushings was missing and I needed to get new ones so I could ride it at any sort of speed. I purchased orangutan nipples in yellow for it. I'm a heavier rider, so this was probably an upgrade I would have ended up making anyway. The board has a rigid deck, without flex to it. It has LED lights for decoration on its side, which can be turned off or on. They do not provide any visibility enhancement as a rider, but definitely will let cars see you if you are coming. The battery specs aren't stated on the website, but I can tell you it's a 10S3P of the lower quality tier variety. The ESC is a Lingy, which means it's push to start enabled, and the enclosure on the bottom runs all the way across the deck, which gives it a nice streamlined view. It is a hub motor board, so it's very quiet, and in my experience can climb 20% grade hills, although not with the greatest ease, still faster than walking. I really enjoyed the board while I had it. I really liked the hub motors because of the fact that they were relatively silent. The case design on the bottom also made it not so obviously stand out as an electric skateboard. The wheels are 90mm from what they spec out as an 88 durometer. And in use, I can tell you that by the end of 2.5 months, they had pieces missing and chipped off from them, so I wouldn't consider them of high quality. Being a hub motor board with a rigid deck, the ride itself really does feel quite bumpy or not as shock absorbent. To remedy this, I installed rubber wedge risers, which also helped it turn a little better. These dampened the ride quite a bit, and although it raised the board height, I would definitely do it again on another board since I felt the difference was worth it. The actual range with me on the board was 8 miles, and you can definitely feel sag around the 6-mile mark. The board comes with a 3-month warranty, and around the 2.5-month mark, it stopped working. I sent them messages through email as well as through social media and received no response. I sourced an ESC from eBay and got it fully functional again. The only drawback was that the eBay ESC felt like it had significantly more lag than the one that was included with the board originally. This prompted me to sell the board. I was able to sell it for $200. Paean did eventually get back to me about 1 month after I tried to contact them, conveniently after my warranty was up. But by this time, I didn't own the board any longer. Is this a board I feel you should buy today? The short answer is no. For the advertised price on their website plus shipping, there are many more brands out there that have better customer support than Paean. The pricing is now similar with them as well, so there's no reason not to go with a brand that uses better parts on their boards and offers customer support. In conclusion, while my experience in the end wasn't satisfactory, it did set in motion my love affair with electric personal mobility, which no scooter has done for me. So for that I'm thankful. I suppose in that sense it did what I wanted it to do. It also paid for itself in the first 3 weeks I used it, so I didn't necessarily lose any money. If you guys liked the video, please hit that like button. And if you're interested, I'll be getting more electric portable vehicle content up in the future. I have a pre-order of an X-Way Flex coming in mid-May that I'll be reviewing, as well as also adding aftermarket bushings, risers, and cloud wheels to it. Thanks for watching.